this is one of the worst things that ever happened to me, outside of losing my eyesight.
It's a journey that started 4 years ago at Denver's Greyhound bus station.
Explain what happened before you were arrested, before you were wearing handcuffs.
A journey that included time in jail, accusations of excessive force, a jury verdict, and hundreds of hours in legal fees.
Okay, so when the officer asked you to leave, did you strike him with your cane?
No, I never struck anyone with my cane. That's a lie.
This security camera video shows what happened.
They both grabbed me. It felt like they were trying to throw me down on my face.
In the minutes before police put 77-year-old Philip White in handcuffs.
I crashed into something. I was really bleeding, okay? And it really stunned me.
The altercation left White bloodied and bruised. The city eventually dropped all criminal charges, and White responded with this civil lawsuit.
When I originally sued them, it was not to get any money.
White says he filed the lawsuit to send a message to Denver police. The jury sent that message, a verdict that included $100,000 in compensatory damages and another $300,000 in punitive damages, plus all legal fees. Would you have taken $100,000?
I'm sure I would have, yes.
And that's really the focus of our investigation. This court document, uncovered by Denver 7 Investigates, shows White's attorneys offered to settle for $140,000. The city countered with a $55,000 offer. And you heard White say he would have accepted $100,000. So the two sides were essentially $45,000 from a pretrial settlement.
We tried over and over to settle this case with the city of Denver before it went to trial.
Attorneys Mari Newman and Daryl Kilmer represent Philip White. Should the city attorney have been able to foresee this kind of verdict?
I think this verdict was not surprising at all.
Denver City Attorney Scott Martinez elected to roll the taxpayers' legal dice, and the math raises questions about decision-making by the city's top attorney.
The taxpayers should be outraged at how the city attorney is guiding this case.
Instead of coming up with another $45,000 to settle, Martinez elected to try and convince a jury that the use of force by Denver police against a 77-year-old blind man was justified. Denver taxpayers may now have to pay $1 million.
That's ridiculous.
Hard questions should be asked to the city attorney's office.
Tony Kowaleski from Denver 7, here to see City Attorney Mr. Martinez. Denver 7 Investigates made multiple requests to speak with City Attorney Scott Martinez. Do you expect the City Attorney to answer our questions?
I expect the city attorney to try to avoid your questions.
And those questions center on making sense out of the dollars. Taxpayers are now on the hook for the $400,000 verdict, more than $500,000 in Mr. White's legal fees, and legal expenses racked up by the city. Documents reviewed by Denver 7 show the city has spent nearly $200,000 on private attorneys, and Denver has also spent tens of thousands of dollars in salaries for employees working the case in the city attorney's office.
This is costing all of us as taxpayers unnecessary dollars, and it's simply reprehensible.
So a pretrial decision over a difference of just $45,000 has now grown to more than $1.25 million.
Oh, you all set? Okay.
4 years after the incident at the Greyhound bus station, more than 6 months after the jury verdict, Philip White has not seen a dime.
Okay, so I should hear an echo off the fence. So I think I'll go over here so I don't miss it.
And now Denver City Attorney has decided to appeal the jury's decision.
They just think they can win the long game because Mr. White is now 81 years old. It's really disgusting. Denver thought this is one we're going to take to trial. And they did, and they lost. And they're still fighting it. They're going to fight it until Mr. White dies.
So I wonder why they're fighting it so much. You know, that's not justice, that's for sure. Boy, it's getting windy and cold, eh? So